Hi, my name is Kirsty Watermeyer. I am the Group Communication Manager at FNB Namibia. Really excited to be with you today because we're a part of an amazing initiative that's happening right here on Namibian soil, and that is the Alliance for Financial Inclusion's Global Policy Forum. First time in Namibia, first time in Sub-Saharan Africa, and we as FNB Namibia are headline sponsoring in collaboration with the Bank of Namibia. It's quite an honor. It's something we're very passionate about, financial inclusion. We have a lot of great stories to tell when it comes to financial inclusion. And while there is still a job to be done, but that's an important thing in life, that we've got continuous work that we need to work towards. We have done a lot when it comes to financial inclusion. So we see this as an opportunity to showcase some of the exciting products and services that we have brought to market to help assist. The hashtag for this year's AFI conference, the Alliance for Financial Inclusion, is No One Left Behind. And we want to assist with that. We want to ensure that no Namibian is left behind, that no one feels that they can't access finance, because finance and access to finance is a bridge. It builds bridges between development for society, between gender parity, between so much of the good things that we all want in society. So from FNB's perspective, this is a fantastic honor for us to be a part of. So some of those products and services include the fact that we have got no data fees on our app. It means that you don't get charged a cent of data if you use the FNB app. We also recently launched a first for Namibia, which is no fees on swiping. If you swipe your FNB card anywhere in Namibia, you don't get charged a cent. When the Bank of Namibia launched the policy that enabled wallets in Namibia, we were the first to market with e-wallet. And when the Bank of Namibia launched agency banking, we were the first to market with Cash Plus. I'm not the expert on Cash Plus. It's such an exciting product, so I really want to hand it over to the person that is the expert, who is passionate, maybe just as, or even a little bit more passionate than I am about it, to tell you more.
Okay, Cash Plus is a solution from FNB that was really meant to provide banking services to areas where there was no banking presence, so the normal ATM and branches, brick and mortar infrastructure. So this Cash Plus was really there to drive financial inclusion, right? And it really aligns with our vision as FNB, and to really allow customers to access financial services without needing to go into a branch or an ATM. So with this said, how does it actually really work? We allow non-FNB customers as well as FNB customers to be able to make deposits and withdrawals at a Cash Plus agent. So the likes of a Cash Plus agent would be a tuck shop in a Havana, or in a Korean hub, or Korean Gava, or in a village, in a rural area where there is no presence, where the next ATM or branch is 300 kilometers away. So this innovation and solution has really brought banking closer to these communities. And it doesn't only benefit the customer, but it also benefits the agent, being the business owner. So from a customer point of view, I would see this solution really saving time and money. It's mainly the cost of actually traveling to a branch and ATM, but as well as also as it being the cheapest banking solution. Alternative channel, it's the cheapest alternative channel that we have as FNB in terms of its fees. So, and then from an agent point of view, it's increased store sales, so increased revenue, and we really see these Cash Plus agents, business owners, as heroes within their communities. They solve real life problems. So with them being able to solve real life problems, what we're seeing is they're able to bring banking closer to their own communities. And with this, they earn commission for it. And this is really what we aim as FNB, is to empower communities and really add value to the lives of these communities. Let me give you an example, right? So, and I think, and then with partnership with the bank, what we've seen is really, we've seen these agents really provide banking services to communities. So some of these customers have not seen the inside of a branch. So what we're seeing here is they're able to open an account at these agents, and as well as being able to do their first withdrawal once they've opened these accounts without needing to go to the nearest branch with the help of these activations that we have from a banking perspective. So this is really where we see them as heroes, but also just more in the sense of it's building this ecosystem, right? There's trust between the customer and the financial institution, being now FNB. So it really bridges that gap, and I think that has really been where we've seen FNB, and we've seen these agents really impacting lives. what we've really seen, these agents, and when it comes to businesses, they've grown incredibly, I think, and especially due to the increased revenue, I think they've been able to grow their businesses and expand and have 5 locations. So what you start seeing is that you have an agent that started 5 years ago, a couple of years ago, with one store. Now they have 5 stores and in different communities and in different areas. So they've managed to really grow on that level. And then with this additional revenue, they've also been able to expand as a business. So I think that's really how they've grown. And I think with this solution, what we've really wanted to do, and just maybe to emphasize, is build that ecosystem and that trust. And I think in the market, you hear stories of, in terms of, you hear customers really complaining about different financial charges, fees. But then what we really see, that with this solution, it's an affordable solution, it's easily accessible, it's safe, and I think that's where we've really managed to bridge that gap and build that trust among the community, but also with the business customer being the Cash Plus agent. Okay. So yes. So maybe just to touch on that, with the overall strategy to essentially migrate customers away from branches and ATMs, what we've really done is made this solution much cheaper, right? So in order there's to deposit at these Cash Plus agent, it's zero rated as well. You don't need to pay to be able to deposit at a Cash Plus agent, and similarly to withdraw, it's fairly much cheaper to withdraw from an agent than if you had to go to an ATM or a branch. So essentially, this has been the main strategy of the solution, to really migrate individuals away from that, from ATMs and branches, but essentially also just to bring it closer to them as a community and really make them part of this ecosystem. And I've fallen in love with this since I've started working with this product, is where you really see the lives it impacts, and you see how the livelihoods of these individuals really change. And I think that's where it's really close to my heart. It's the impact that we're making as FNB, but also just what these partners, they've actually become partners to the bank. And I think that's the beauty of it all, is that they've become partners, they've taken on the solution, and have really decided that they're going to really make an impact in the communities that they come from as well, with the support of FNB. And essentially, what we really want to do with this solution is reach areas where there is no presence, no where we have unbanked customers. So really, just to empower livelihoods and empower communities, I think, is the essence of Cash Plus, and really just to drive that inclusivity. At the end of the day, is you want a person sitting in the in the far north of Namibia to be able to have access to the same services that someone that's sitting in Windhoek, for example. So that's really where I see the impact that this product Cash Plus is really making. Yeah.
So now you've heard all about why Cash Plus is so amazing. I encourage you to try it out. Look for a Cash Plus agent sign. Support them. You're supporting their lives, their livelihoods. You'll hear in the opening ceremony from one of our Cash Plus agents, Simpson, how his kids were put through school because of the commission that he earns being a Cash Plus agent. This is financial inclusion in action.